Today we're going to install the Gator HR1 hard rolling cover on this 2019 GMC Sierra new body style. Now this is the same install as the Chevy Silverado. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, now we're going to go ahead and install our bulkhead seal. When you look at this seal, you're going to have a flat side and then a raised side. That raised side needs to go towards the back of the truck, towards the tailgate. The flat side is going to go on top of the bulkhead, as far back on that bulkhead as possible. The adhesive strip needs to be oriented to where the back edge of that adhesive strip needs to come right back to the edge of the bulkhead where it starts to round down. And we're going to go ahead and peel that adhesive away. I've already gone ahead and wiped down this whole surface with rubbing alcohol. You want to do that to prep the surface before you get started. We're going to go all the way up against the bed cap. And you work your way all the way across to the other bed cap. When you get to the other side, go ahead and cut that in place. All right, so this is the passenger side rail. I've already installed the driver's side rail. The passenger side is going to go on the exact same way. Let me show you how to do that. First, we got to identify the rail. Up at the front end of the rail, you got a small oval cutout. That is going to go towards the cab side. We've also got a foam block that goes towards the cab side. On the rail itself, you have a shelf that faces to the inside of the bed, and the Velcro is going to be a slide angle. It's going to face to the outside of the bed. Now let me flip this rail over and show you something else. You have a 90-degree flange attached to your seal. That's going to hang on top of your bed cap. So you don't just put it up against your bed cap like so. You need to raise it up above the bed cap, push it against, and let it hang down and rest on top of the bed cap. Then we're going to slide that forward and make sure we compress that seal up at the front just a little bit to where it pushes against our bulkhead seal. Once that's compressed, we're going to take a squeeze clamp and temporarily hold it in place with the squeeze clamp. Next, we're going to go ahead and turn to our permanent clamps. All right, now here's one of our clamps. What we're going to do is we're going to back the bolt out to about this point here. And we've got two notches on the bottom side of our clamp. We're going to make sure that the clamp stays in that top notch. Spread that clamp apart, lift it up into the rail. Now I've got this as far forward on the bed cap as it can go. And then I'm going to hand tighten it first. You can use a 1/2 inch wrench or ratchet. You get that clamp to where it's just started to bite down. Now I want to make sure that the rail is pulled all the way down and seated across the top of the bed cap. And go ahead and tighten it down all the way. The shelf should stay nice and level. All right, now I'm going to move back along the bed cap until I get about here. If you feel the inside of your bed cap is a little bit wider and you're going to get a spot where the bed cap actually kind of dips in, that brings it closer to that rail. That's the spot that I usually like to pick to install that clamp. I'm going to go ahead and put our next clamp up in place. We're going to install it the exact same way. All right, now we're going to go ahead and follow the bed cap all the way back to the tailgate end, and just above where our tie-down hoops are, we're going to go ahead and install our third clamp, install that the exact same way. All right, now we're going to go ahead and close the tailgate, make sure this back seal does not obstruct the motion. All right, so next we're going to go ahead and grab our rolled up cover and set it on top of the rails. As it rolls out, we want to make sure that the seal faces towards the cab of the truck. We want to slide that forward, and we're going to line up this peg to the oval hole. Once that lines up and gets centered inside the rails, drop that down to where it drops down into that oval hole. right, now once this peg is lined up to the hole, make sure it's done the same way on the opposite side. Now if the rail is trying to kick down a little bit, just lift up on the edge of the rail to level it out. Then this clip will just want to slide over to the rail, and that locks in position. Repeat the same process on the opposite side. Now we're going to go ahead and test the operation of the cover. Just roll it to the back, close the tailgate, and close the cover on top of the tailgate. Well, that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online.